A Marxist interpretation of Clifford the Big Red Dog can uncover the underlying themes related to class struggle, the commodification of beings, and the dynamics of power and hierarchy within the narrative. Here's a detailed analysis. Clifford as a symbol of the proletariat. Clifford, the titular character, represents the proletariat, the working class. Despite his enormous size, which can be seen as a metaphor for the potential power of the working class, he is subjugated and controlled by the smaller ruling class figures in the story. His life is largely dictated by Emily Elizabeth, who despite her affection for Clifford, ultimately holds the power to command his actions and movements. This dynamic reflects the capitalist society where the working class, although numerically superior and potentially powerful, is controlled by the capitalist class. The bourgeoisie and ownership. Emily Elizabeth and her family symbolize the bourgeoisie, the class that owns the means of production and holds power over the proletariat. They own Clifford, which is indicative of the capitalist mode of production where the ruling class owns the labor and products of the working class. Clifford's daily activities, his living conditions, and even his sustenance are provided by his owners, signifying the dependency of the proletariat on the bourgeoisie for basic needs and survival. Commodification and exploitation. Clifford's extraordinary size and abilities can be seen as commodities within the capitalist framework. He is often showcased as a spectacle, drawing attention and sometimes being used to solve problems that the community faces, which can be interpreted as the exploitation of his labor for the benefit of society, primarily the ruling class. This exploitation is a central tenet of Marxist theory, where the labor of the working class is utilized to generate wealth and comfort for the bourgeoisie. Class conflict in the social order. Throughout the series, Clifford's interactions with other characters often highlight the existing social order and inherent class conflict. The smaller dogs and animals can represent various strata of the working class, each with its own struggles and dynamics within the capitalist system. The human characters who interact with Clifford, often in positions of authority or as part of the community's higher echelons, reinforce the social hierarchy and the status quo. Ideological state apparatus. The narrative of Clifford being a good, obedient dog, despite his size, can be interpreted as the ideological state apparatus at work. The story propagates the idea that even the most powerful members of the working class should remain docile and compliant, reinforcing the notion that the existing social order is natural and beneficial. This serves to perpetuate the ruling class's dominance by discouraging dissent and promoting conformity among the proletariat. Conclusion. In summary, a Marxist interpretation of Clifford the Big Red Dog reveals a deeper commentary on the dynamics of power, class struggle, and the exploitation inherent in capitalist societies. Clifford, despite his immense potential power, remains a subservient figure, embodying the plight of the working class under the control of the bourgeoisie. The story, while seemingly innocent and entertaining, subtly reinforces the capitalist ideology, promoting the acceptance of the established social hierarchy and the exploitation that comes with it.